And we are live. So hi guys, welcome back to the broadcast. I am really excited to be jumping in here and hanging out with you guys again. So welcome. For those of you guys who don't know who I am, my name is Keely Martinez. I am a presidential diamond leader within dōTERRA, and I am the face behind the Essentially Obsessed brand. So I Instagram over at Essentially Obsessed and Facebook over at essentiallyobsessed.me. And I am pumping back up on these broadcasts. I had so many of you guys come up to me at convention saying how much these have helped you in your business, in your oil usage, in your self-development. So we are going to be rocking these out. I am going to try my best to keep them between 30 and 45 minutes, just because I definitely hear you guys as far as the time allotment is. So let me pop over here to Facebook. Okay, so I am going to jam out on a focus topic today, and this is one that is really near and dear to my heart because it's something that I feel like as you're getting started in building a dōTERRA network marketing business, or any network marketing business really, but specific to dōTERRA, so many people need this message, and it's something that I feel pretty blessed that I was really guided along a lot of these steps that I'm going to share with you guys today, but it's really borrowing my belief in you, because guess what? I was you. I was that girl who was working a corporate job, had a baby at her feet, and saw this incredible opportunity to share hope and healing and essential oils with other people, and just really got heart connected with this mission and this purpose before I even realized how big of a ripple effect this was going to create in my world. So I am going to go over 8 different key things about starting to get your business going, and what are key things that for me created momentum in my business. How did I go from having my oils for a few weeks to really creating a solid diamond, blue diamond, presidential diamond organization relatively quickly? So if you want to grab a notebook, I encourage you to do that now. So I'm going to step through this with you guys. I was really reflecting on our way home from convention about that first month I had my oils. And when I sat down with them and I realized that there was a curiosity behind using these oils, not necessarily the oil usage itself, because I will tell you, when you start using your oils day in and day out, you will be in awe of what these oils can do for yourself, for your health, for your emotions, for your family, for your loved ones. As long as you're really open to turning to them as your front line of defense, that will naturally and organically occur. You will create a very solid belief in what these products can do for you and can do for your family. So my curiosity peaked when I realized that there was a business opportunity with dōTERRA. Now, this is something that I actually have quite a few people tell me, like they didn't realize dōTERRA was a network marketing company, because we lead with the product, we lead with the customer, we lead with using these oils and changing your life, because the people who heal themselves through using these oils and these green products and these natural supplements are the warriors who are out there helping other people change. When you have that profound of a experience in your own life, it is almost more difficult not to share that than it is to get out and share that, right? So my curiosity kind of peaked, and that's kind of step number 1. Is you're here for a reason. You're showing up to this broadcast for a reason, or catching the replay for a reason. So lean into that curiosity. For me, it was seeing how easy these oils were and how much it blew my mind that I had no clue that these oils existed, that I had gone through, when did I have my first daughter? I had gone through 30 years of life without knowing that essential oils really existed. Now, you may not, maybe you did grow up in a holistic house, but I didn't. And so there was this huge curiosity of, wow, these oils exist and I didn't even know about them. So lean into that curiosity, and also looking around my group of friends, my local community, and seeing that there was no one else really talking about essential oils. I will tell you, from a business standpoint, that is screaming opportunity. And I will also back that up with no market is even near tapped. So if maybe you have a friend or you have a couple friends who are talking about essential oils, that is no reason to deter you from sharing about the oils. But it is something that there's so much opportunity. Every single market, there's less than 2%, even in the most saturated areas here in the States, that of people who actually already have a dōTERRA account. So number 2 is you're going to become a student. So this is something that I actually loved, because I don't know about you guys, but as I continued to go through my adult life and had the corporate title and the corporate job, I was so excited about where I had made it in life. But there was a part of me that was slowly dying inside, that was missing being the student, learning something new. And some people are really good about this. They pick up new hobbies, or they pick up new, side things that they like to do, and they become a student of that. I had lost that for a long time, to be honest. And I felt like I lost it even more when I became a mom, because all of my time and my love and my effort went from my corporate job to my family. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but when dōTERRA came into my life, I felt like, oh my gosh, I get to learn about how these oils can help our bodies and how they can help my kids. And I all of a sudden became a student, and then I got to learn about how do I educate people on these oils. Now, I want to tell you guys, I had my oils for 3 weeks before I was like, meh, I'm going to teach a class. This job, any network marketing, to be honest, but especially in dōTERRA, this job, you have got to get comfortable with learning as you go. I've told this story many times, so if you've watched my previous broadcasts, you might have heard this, but I sat down and literally binged on YouTube classes. We didn't have Empowered Success. We didn't have Class in a Box. We didn't have any of these cool tools that you guys have. But what we did have is YouTube. And so I just searched dōTERRA essential oil class, and I watched and I watched and I watched and I watched probably 30 different classes and pulled little key notes of like, ooh, I like the way she said that. Ooh, I like that. I like the flow of this class. I like how this one ran. I like how she closed this class. I like how she introed this class. I just kept consuming and learning, and I created my own scripts. I typed out a script, guys, and I held it behind, at the time it was my Modern Essentials book, and I taught my first class, shaking, nervous, sweat stash. When I get really nervous, I start to sweat from my upper lip. I don't know why, but sweat stash and all, I taught my first class, and I probably messed up on quite a few things, and it was rocky and it was rough, but guess what? I had 6 people there, and I'm pretty sure I had all 5 people enroll, and the 6th ended up enrolling later. So like, people still enroll. People come to your classes because they want to know the information and they want to know how to get these oils in their house. They're not coming to your class just to appease you, just like, oh, she's trying to do something, I'll just attend and maybe buy a bottle of lavender. Now, you might have a few people like that in your life, but I will tell you the majority of my people came because I was over the moon excited about what these oils had done for my family, and I could not stop talking about them. So you are going to become a student. You're going to research. You're going to look at all of our resources, you guys. It is almost a distinguished choice to dig your head in the sand with how many resources you have to say, I don't know how to do this business. And I'm being perfectly honest, because yes, do I create tools for my team? Absolutely. But what I've created is a lot of stuff in a better flow from dōTERRA, from different leaders that I love that are on the internet for free. So you are almost making an active choice to say, I can't do this, if you're using the excuse of, I don't know how to teach a class. None of us who start this business have really been to classes, to be honest. I attended one, that was it. And her style was totally different than mine, which isn't bad. It was just different. So I wanted to create something that I loved. So sit down and make an active choice to put together a class that you feel like, yeah, this is knocking it out of the park, right? So number 3, you're going to surround yourself with your people. Now, you might be thinking, I would love to be surrounded with, incredible leaders like myself or other presidential or blue or diamond leaders, or just people who get what dōTERRA's mission is and who are doing the things and who are so grateful to have this opportunity. That being said, is not everyone has a community or even a family who turns around and says, wow, what you're doing is incredible. We're so excited for you to create a business. It is so funny to me that you will see on social media, you'll see a Facebook post that says, oh my gosh, I'm starting my own business. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to start educating people on essential oils, and it will have like 3 likes and one person saying like, oh yeah, good job. So excited for you. You see somebody, even the same person, turn around 6 months later and say like, oh, I got a promotion or a corporate job or, this title, and you will have 200, 300 people flood it and say like, oh my gosh, that's so incredible. We're so proud of you, all of these things. And what that affirms for me is that people do not like other people holding up a mirror to what they're not doing. Do you know how many people would love to be an entrepreneur, but they just sit in the fear of, I'm going to be judged. No one's going to want to buy from me. I'm not motivational. I'm not inspirational. I can't lead a team. All of these stories that they've created for themselves. And so when you step up on that pedestal and you say, hey, guess what? I'm doing it. You all of a sudden have held a huge mirror to their face of what they're not doing. And a lot of people don't like that. And I don't mean to say that people aren't supportive, but what I do mean to say is even I have had my own family turn around and say, are you sure you want to do this? You've worked so hard to get that corporate title. And this is where if you don't have a super supportive community to surround yourself with, if you don't have the leaders yet, if you don't have a family who is surrounding you with love and support for your dreams, you need to put the blinders on. You need to put the blinders on, and you need to stay focused on why you are being pulled to do this. This job, this educating people on essential oils is not something that it's like, yeah, I'll try it. And don't get me wrong, we do get a handful of people who are like, yeah, I'll try it, whatever. But the majority of us, when we have any top leader group or event or, our summits that we attend, they always go around the room and they say, I want you to stand up if you started dōTERRA just to use these oils. I will tell you 95% of that room stands up. Now, I'm not saying if you started this to do the business that you're going to fail. I'm just saying the majority of us have literally been called to do this work. We have it, you have an experience that has been life-changing. You have had something happen in your life, whether it's with yourself or your health, your emotions, your children, somebody in your life that you're like, wow, other people need to know about this. And I want to be that missionary that gets out there and tells people about them, right? So if that's you, that you don't have the most incredible, supportive tribe to surround yourself with, number 1, put your blinders on to what other people's opinions are. I just listened to a podcast the other day by Rachel Hollis, and she said, don't let people in the cheap seats have an expensive opinion on your dream. So, and number 2, look around you. I will tell you, sitting at convention, watching the 2,000 plus, 1,500 plus, 1,000 plus silvers, golds, platinums walk across that stage. What that brought to light for me is we are out there. Those of us who are the light givers, those of us who see what this opportunity is, those of us who want to be in the trenches, teaching and educating and enrolling and helping others and showing people how to heal themselves, we are out there. But it does take finding them. Now, if you are in any dōTERRA group and you are feeling alone, you're feeling lost, reach out crossline. You realize my crossline relationships with other top leaders in this company is what keeps me sane in this business, what keeps me pushing forward, what keeps me constantly wanting to reinvent myself and wanting to do things like even just this broadcast. Surround yourself with those people. Reach out, create relationships, start to create a community or a tribe, right? Okay. Number 4, take action. You guys, the core of this business is built off of connection, teaching, and educating. There is no loophole around this. And whether you are incredible at putting on workshops or getting into your community or sitting in someone's living room or sitting down at a coffee shop or social media, whatever your passion is with how you want to educate people, it has to turn over into enrollments, right? It has to turn over into people actually joining you. So if what you're doing is not working, if say you're trying to host a class every single week in your house, but no one's coming, you need to back that up and evaluate, how are you talking about these oils? How are you inviting people? Are you excited? Are you feeling like, oh my gosh, for me, it's always been, I don't care how much money I make. My family didn't, quote unquote, need the money. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but we didn't. I worked a corporate job. My husband worked a corporate job. We were fine financially. I just wanted people to get the oils because I knew how much of an effect these oils would have on their lives. So how are you approaching this? How are you inviting people to come to your classes, your events, your workshops, online, on social media, which that's a whole nother broadcast, which I promise I will do. But are you taking action behind it? Or are you continuously putting it off until tomorrow or next month? That tends to happen a lot, especially this time of the month. So we are nearing the end of this month. And there's a lot of people right now who are pulling on that excuse of, oh, it's too far away. So next month we'll do it. How many times have you next month yourself? Stop playing small. I work until 11:59 every single month. At the end of the day, that I have gotten enrollments, you guys, at 11:30 p.m. that have closed gaps for me. But it's because I decide to show up and I decide to take action. I remember the month I hit diamond. I hit diamond in 12 months within dōTERRA, which is really fast within building a business. But I remember that last night, I was co-teaching a class with my last silver leader. And I remember sitting down and visualizing what it felt like to be a diamond leader, visualizing in my back office what it would feel like to see those 4 silvers light up, visualizing the emotions behind seeing my brand new leader who had been in this business for 4 months hit silver all by herself, visualizing all of these emotions, feeling it, feeling the conversations, all of the things. I could see it already. And so what happened that night? We enrolled 2 people, closed the gap. She hit silver, I hit diamond, completely organically for the first time in 12 months. These are the things that need to be in the pulse of your business. This action needs to be the primary thing. There's no way to get around this. There's no way to build a successful business without taking action. Now, I'll tell you guys, I see people build this business from completely online to in person, and there's no right or wrong way to do it, but you have to figure out how are you going to actually pull people into your business and have them fall in love with you and be able to serve them, okay? So how do you want it to look? And you can pick it any way. That's the cool part of dōTERRA. To me, that's a really cool part. You can create wellness weekend workshops. You can create, a consistent Thursday night class. You can create, an online event. You can build this business however you want to. Okay, number 5. Understand the entrepreneurial lifestyle you're stepping into. Now, this is the thing, and I truly believe this. Everyone goes through this, no matter how much self-development you've done. But up until, I would say, the rank of at least premier, we all have this employee mindset of like, okay, tell me what to do. I just need to know what to do. Tell me what to do, right? Like even I felt that, right? I just tell me how I teach class. Tell me what to do. Hence the research, hence the script, hence all that stuff. I needed to know step by step what to do. And this is an employee mindset, right? We go into a job and, okay, tell me what I need to do to, at the end of the day, earn my paycheck, right? But when you start to flip into the entrepreneurial lifestyle, the mindset piece of that is giving yourself permission to tap into your own creativity, giving yourself permission to realize like, okay, I want to teach a class this way. You guys, my first classes were at a wine shop. My upline is a little bit, not my direct upline, but my upline is a little bit more religious than I am. So when I told her, hey, I'm going to teach classes at a wine bar, she's like, oh, that's different. It's okay. I felt like, you know what? I'm a new mom. I work a corporate job. I would love to mesh girls' night out meets let's talk about a natural way to care for yourself. For me, if I was invited to something like that, I would be like, yeah, I'll go. There's wine there. There's essential oils. Sure, I'll come and learn. So, but we all have that. We all have that inner voice that's sitting there saying, hey, you should really try it this way. You should really try to do it that way. Or maybe you have a certain hobby that you love. Maybe there's, maybe you're incredible at yoga or Pilates, or, maybe you're huge in the CrossFit, or maybe you have a knitting group that really loves you. Whatever it is, you can tap essential oils into all of it. I mean, let's be honest, if you're part of a knitting group, you can make wool dryer balls together and you can show them how to drip their essential oils on their dryer balls and how to get a lot of those toxins, toxic dryer sheets out of their house. Simple, right? So this does not need to be super complicated, nor does it need to be so formal. But in the entrepreneurial mindset, you are going to be testing things. You are going to be trying new things. You are going to be failing, you guys. You're going to fail. You're going to have a class that no one shows up to. You're going to have an event that you think is going to be incredible and it totally flops. We have all been there. I promise you, any top leader in this company, you sit down and talk to them for a few minutes, we have all been there. We have all had that experience of this is going to be great, and then it just completely flops. I'm not going to dive too deeply into my flops, but I promise you I have been there. I promise you I've been told no by people who I thought, oh my God, for sure they're going to love this. I still have friends who do not have doTERRA oils in their house, and they blatantly know what I do for a profession, but it's just not their time. And this is the thing, is it's not personal, right? So understand that the ladder to success, or maybe even seeing the top leaders, your diamond leader or your blue or your presidential diamond leader, you look at them and you think wow, it has all come together so seamlessly for you. You might even be thinking that about me because I built a presidential diamond organization in less than 4 years. You might think oh wow, it's come together so seamlessly. You're so lucky. I will tell you, my mountain that I'm standing on top of is built off of failures. Falling flat on my face and picking myself back up and realizing, okay, that sure as shit didn't work, so I'm gonna try something else, or I'm gonna tweak this way, or I'm gonna try to connect in with my community that way. So I take every stepping stone, every failure that I have gone through with this business, and I tweak and I continue to adjust my sail. And that is an entrepreneurial mindset. It is not, oh my gosh, I failed. I'm not good at this. This is not going to work for me. It is a mindset of, okay, that didn't work. Now, I want to share just a few key things or a few key people that you might know of. You might have heard of them before. So anyone have a Dyson vacuum out there? Let's just throw that one out there because I sure know that I have one sitting in my closet, right? Dysons are one of the most incredible vacuums. But Sir James Dyson developed 5,126 prototypes before he finally nailed the actual Dyson vacuum. 5,126 prototypes before he nailed it. Milton Hershey, Hershey's chocolate, started 3 different candy companies before he finally nailed it. Jeff Bezos, anyone know of him? He has this little company called Amazon. He started Z Shops, an online auctioning shop that failed before he started Amazon. Now, I want you guys to realize that if we took these failures and we let them define who we are as leaders in this world, much less in your own business, that you will continue to feel like you are not here for any purpose. These failures are stepping stones. They are adjusting your sail to being the person that you are supposed to be. It's true. And it's so important to embrace the failures as you go through them, because you wouldn't be the person you're here today if it wasn't for them. Okay? Pull it together. Okay, next step. Understanding no is not personal. You guys, we have all said no to somebody, and it's not something that you're thinking like, oh, she's doing that stupid network marketing company. Like, no, it's mostly like, no, I'm just not interested. I don't need another pair of leggings, or no, I don't need that makeup line, or no, I don't need that shake. It's not, you're not putting judgment on other people, right? So when somebody tells you no, that they're not ready for your essential oils, they're not ready for your business opportunity, please stop taking it personal. It has nothing to do with you, okay? We need to stop getting our feelings hurt when somebody tells us no. We need to stop creating this ugly energy around the word sales. You guys, we're all in sales. Life is sales. If you have ever come home and told somebody, oh my gosh, I got this cute top. Look at it. It's from this store. I went to this incredible restaurant. You should go. Their food's so good. Their service is so good. You have done network marketing. You just networked for another company, for another person, and you weren't reimbursed for it. So why are we putting these negative energies behind feeling like we are doing something scammy or sleazy when we are selling essential oils? Because that's what you're doing. You're selling somebody a way of life that you're living. Now, this is the thing. This is where the negative energy comes in, is when you aren't truly living this lifestyle. If you are not truly using your oils, taking your supplements, living the dōTERRA lifestyle, then yeah, it can feel real salesy. If you're trying to BS your way through like, oh, I use this oil and I do that and I use these supplements, if you are trying to completely put this facade up of this lifestyle that you're not living, then yes, your energy will show before your words even come out of your mouth. But if you're living this lifestyle, if you know how these oils can help heal your body and help empower you to make choices, because we're reaching for things anyways, right? We're reaching for things. We're reaching for certain things in our lives to help to support our families, support our kids. So what are your other options? Okay. We're paused over on Instagram. We'll see if it'll pop back up. Okay. Number 7 is stop tying your self-worth with your enrollments. Now, this is important, guys. This is really important, because at the end of the day, how many of us have gotten to the end of the month and said, oh, I only enrolled 2 people, or I didn't enroll anyone, or I only enrolled 1 person. Or you get to the end of the month, you're like, I killed it. I enrolled 12 people. This was a great month for me. How many of us get to that point, right? So you have got to stop connecting your self-worth to a sale, to an enrollment. An enrollment is incredible. Don't get me wrong. I love bringing new people into using dōTERRA and understanding this lifestyle. But what is most important to me is the way my customers feel. So if you have an organization underneath you, if you have bodies underneath you, you need to start to tie your business prosperity to the way that they feel. Are they feeling seen? Are they feeling heard? Are you reaching out to them? Are you showing them how to get resources? Are you checking in with them? Or do they have access to a community? Right? Like, how are you treating your actual organization? How are you treating the people who've already trusted you to get these oils into their home? That's where you should be hinging your business success, not off of, now don't get me wrong, you guys know that enrollments are what's going to fuel your business moving forward. But at the end of the day, if you're not personally connecting in with your team, if you're just churning and burning through enrollments, you're not doing membership overviews, you're not connecting in, they're not feeling seen or appreciated or heard, or you don't have them plugged into resources, then you're hauling buckets still. Does that make sense? Okay, number 8 and last one. Oh, my poor Instagrammers. Number 8 is release the fear of judgment. Honestly, the only person who is judging you is the person who is looking back in the mirror. Because if you are sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, my family, my friends, Jackie, who I went to high school with, or Susan, who I went to college with, is going to judge the fact that here I have maybe my MBA or, my PhD, and now all of a sudden I'm talking about essential oils, they're going to totally judge me. They are not judging you. You are judging yourself. And so you need to do some work on that. You need to learn to release that judgment of yourself and what you are doing. You need to realize that if dōTERRA was a corporate company and they were to turn around and say, hey, Jan, if you want to get out there and teach classes and enroll people and help people, show them how to use these oils, and I'm going to give you a title of, an executive, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to pay you 6 figures a year. Like, what would your energy be around your business then? But the fact that it's network marketing, sometimes people associate shame with that. And especially when you have gone through so many steps to get maybe educated, to get a certain degree or certain letters behind your name. Believe me, I have friends who are doctors who are pursuing a dōTERRA business, because they know what the true mission of dōTERRA is, and they know they need to be a part of it. So I was you. You guys, I promise you, I was you. I was that girl, wide-eyed and, excited and nervous and scared all at the same time. Nothing will make you feel more alive than doing a dōTERRA business, building your own network marketing business and building it in a way that feels so incredible to you. This business can bless you tenfold, but you have to decide to show up. You can borrow my belief in you, because I do. I see the over 100 of you who are over here on Facebook, and I see the 95 of you who are paused over on Instagram. I see you, and I was you. And I believe in you, and I know you are capable of doing this, but my belief is only going to carry you so far. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't decide to show up for you, if you don't decide to, like Tony Robbins says, burn the boats and do the things that need to be done to find success in this business, to change people's lives, then this conversation is for nothing. We're just spinning our wheels. So you need to decide. Are you going to believe in yourself? Are you going to show up for you? Because nothing will motivate or inspire people more, whether you're looking for people to join you in this business, whether you're looking for family and friends to support you in this business, whether you are looking to expand your own network. Nothing will motivate people more than you staying in your own lane and staying inspired by what you get to accomplish with dōTERRA. So I hope that these words have hit home. I hope that these 8 things, this 8 steps, this was really the development piece that I went through in probably the first 3 to 6 months of building my business. These were the steps that I knew to go through. Now, are they the right ones? Are they perfect? Probably not, but they were the right ones for me. And so that's why I want to share that with you guys today, is because maybe a few of these speak to you. Maybe there's a few things in there that you're like, oh yeah, I should try doing that. Or maybe I should put a little bit more time or effort into that. Or maybe I should release this. And maybe I should really stop letting other people's judgment or other people's opinions on what I'm doing. I'm going to stop letting that derail me, because we're going to keep going. I will still be here next year and the year after and 10 years after and 20 years after. I will keep going because my work is just getting started. So I hope that you join me. I hope that you don't give up on yourself. And I hope that you find people who look at you the way that you look at me and think, thank God she didn't give up. Thank God she showed up and she changed my life. All right, guys. That's about it for today. Keeping these to about 30 minutes. So I will keep this on Facebook. Unfortunately, over on Instagram, we did pause, and we will be back next Thursday. So I have a list of topics. I will post a link if you have a specific topic you want me to talk about. But outside of that, I will see you guys next Thursday at noon on the broadcast. All right. Thanks, guys.